Hi guys, welcome back to Birmingham Fan TV. This is the Bftv preview show, sponsored by Boyle Sports, and we have QPR tomorrow. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and leave us your thoughts all the way throughout the video. It does give us a lot to talk about, and we love hearing your thoughts as well. And with that being said, we're just going to jump straight into the video. So James, we have QPR tomorrow. They are just below us in the table.
Yep.
Their last game, they beat Preston 2-0. So how do you think they did in that game?
I think they did relatively well. I think that Preston are a good team. However, that being said, a lot of injury concerns for Preston at the minute, so they did beat a weakened Preston team.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, again, it's still a good win for them. They had been on a little bit of a dip recently. I know it was also their first clean sheet of the season as well, so that's a really that's quite worrying for them, but at the same time, they've managed to get it, so just in time to play Blues, really. So, it was a good win for them. And they're always a dangerous opposition, QPR. Plenty of good players, so one to watch out for tomorrow, definitely. Yeah,
they have won only one of their last five. They drew 2 and lost 2, if I'm not mistaken there.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about their attacking threat.
Yeah.
Eze is a massive player for them. He has scored 9 this season and assisted with 4 goals, closely followed by Naki Wells, who we very much want to come to Blues, who's got 8 goals, and Jordan Hugo, who's also got 8. Tell me about their attacking threat, and how important is it that we restrict them against Blues tomorrow?
Yeah, massively. They're a team that, from the start of the season, obviously they can't keep clean sheets, so they can't defend, but they can score goals. They are a threat throughout the team, and obviously that's sort of encapsulated by their attacking players. Eze is, I'm surprised he's still at QPR. No disrespect to QPR, but obviously even if we had a player like Eze, I'd be surprised. It's like Adams, you're surprised he's still there. And then obviously Jordan Hugo, known goal scorer in this league, and Naki Wells exactly the same, who I rate really highly, so we'll see if he plays tomorrow, see how he plays. So but obviously that's 25 goals between the three of them, pretty near enough. Obviously my maths isn't quite right, but
it is. It's
pretty much there. They're a good team. They're a very good team. I'd be disappointed if we don't score tomorrow, given their poor defensive record, and I look at their back line and it doesn't look very strong. You give strikers confidence, but I do worry with our massive injury crisis at the minute at the back that we're going to be a bit leaky as well. We've got to be at our top game tomorrow to have any chance of stopping them scoring.
And very quickly, let's talk about how their season has gone so far. Like I said earlier, they are just below us in the table, so do you think that's whereabouts they expected to be this time?
They're about where I expect them to be. Mid-table, maybe pushing for upper mid-table, but their lack of investment, and especially such a weak back line, obviously doesn't leave you with hopes of playoffs, and I'm sure any QPR fan would agree. They're a solid mid-table team. They're never going to go down with the amount of quality they've got up front.
Yeah.
Up and down season, they started very, very well. They've dipped off recently, and I think that's down to their defensive ability. Realistically, I don't know if you agree about where they should be.
I think it's their defence that lets them down completely. The amount of goals that they're scoring, if they just tighten their defence a little bit, I think they'd have more chance in games. But they did lose to Nottingham Forest 4-0 recently.
They're a very open team.
Yeah, I think in a way they play like Blues because of how they like to go forward.
Yeah.
But they get caught a lot, so that's their problem, I think. So we're going to quickly cut to our mate, Chris Pugh, who always likes to give his input. He's given us his match thoughts for our game against QPR tomorrow.
So then, QPR on Wednesday night, after the brilliant win away at Reading. My thoughts on the team selection for Wednesday night's game. I'd like to see the similar ones that ended at Reading. I think Harding did okay when he came on, and I think he's the best selection for centre-back. I'd like to see Montero and Djukovic start against QPR. I think the aerial battle will be important, and I think that's a way in which we can get at QPR and cause them problems. Away from home, they do concede goals, and I think the aerial duel will be one that is important if we want to win the game. So I'm going Djukovic up front. He's overdue a goal. and what a way it would be to end that drought on Wednesday night with the winner. I'm going 2-1 Blues on Wednesday night.
So thank you, Chris, for that. James, going to come to you now. Has there been any recent team injury news and updates?
Well, as of this morning, I've not seen anything. I haven't seen a press conference or anything. But obviously, I don't expect either of the two that went off on Saturday to be available. Mm-hmm. I'd say Crowley is one of them that you've got to monitor. Is it worth risking him tomorrow night? Probably not. It's a game that we can still win without him.
Especially with West Brom coming up at the weekend.
Especially with West Brom. And Jay Clark's also, especially with a dislocated arm, if that's what it is, that can be a month, sort of couple of months. So, yeah, I wouldn't expect to see him back at all before the Christmas. I'd be very surprised if he does. So, yeah, and then obviously no word on Villalba, and obviously Mark Roberts is out as well. So, yeah, it's a tough one at the minute. We are hit by a bit of a crisis. He's got to pick his personnel well at the minute, and he's got to hope and pray that there's no more knocks and bruises heading into a busy festive period now.
Yeah. How do you think we will line up, taking into account the injuries and who played on Saturday and how well they played? Who would you put in that lineup, and how would you line it up?
I think everybody's in agreement that the one change on the back now will be Harding coming in at centre back and playing alongside Dean. I think obviously Truman again had a decent performance against Reading, has come in, no mistakes really, no issues, so he keeps his place, rightly so. The back three obviously pick themselves with Pedersen, Collan and then Dean, and then obviously it's a case of people will probably say Bejrami. Why? Harding come in, does a good job, excellent on Saturday, no issues, get Harding in, play right centre back alongside Dean and left centre back. I think you've got a good centre defensive partnership there with enough pace and power to combat most teams. You go to the midfield too then. I think he's got to go for the 4-2-3-1 system.
Yeah, I agree.
He has to, especially with the injuries that we have at the minute. And it's got to be McEachran again, as long as he's fit. He'll be a massive player for us tomorrow. If he can get on the ball, we can keep him on the ball, dictates the play, we could really get into some dangerous positions tomorrow. And obviously Ivan next to him, breaking up play. Hopefully he can keep Eze quiet. I'm sure he'll be the one to try and combat those runs from him. And then the three in front of him, it's got to be Bellingham in the 10 position again. He outstanding on Saturday. Yeah. Much more comfortable in that 10. Not that he hasn't been comfortable playing deeper, but he knows that 10 role. It's where he's played.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's him.
And he adds a different threat for us. Yeah. He adds that trickery in the final third that opens those pockets up for Alvaro and any of the wide players coming in. And then obviously it's got to be Maghoma and Bella for me. I think Montero's not a player that you should start, personally. I think that the last time we started him, obviously he was out for
a long time.
For 2 months. So he's more of an impact player. Get him on 60th minute. Give him half an hour. Yeah. Give him enough time to impact the game. But give Mags the time. I thought he played okay on Saturday. Bella one side again, who was quiet first half on Saturday. Really quiet. I wasn't overly impressed. And then really sprung into life second half. He was excellent second half. And then Alvaro up top. It's got to be, like I said the other day, strikers need confidence. Confidence comes from goals. He scored at the weekend. He's got to just leave him in.
Yeah.
Duke will be there. Duke can come on if we need him, whether it be to defend for set pieces, because QPR are quite good from set pieces, or if we're chasing a goal and we need to put balls into the box, get Montero on as well. It's an option.
Yeah. And
I can see Pep sticking with this team. But it all depends on injuries, really. If Clark-Salter's fit, you can probably see Clark-Salter start. If Crowley's fit, I can see Crowley playing. I don't think it's a game for Villalba, if I'm honest. I can see Villalba being involved if he's fit, but maybe not starting. So yeah, that would be my team, 4-2-3-1.
Okay.
What about you? I don't know.
I would go.
Are you in agreement?
Yeah, I would go with the exact same. I am very much an advocate for 4-2-3-1, as I predicted for our last game. I think it's really important going into this game that we do not make the mistakes that we made against Millwall. I think the way that Pep tried to line up against Millwall was counteracting them, but we need to stamp our authority in straight away. We need to be the home team. So it needs to be our game, how we play, and then they have to play off us, basically. So I think, injuries, if the players come back, then brilliant. I think that we should I think we leave Crowley out for this one, even if he is fit. Because I think against West Brom, it's going to be a case of how many can we not concede.
I think it's a case of we need to be really tight and hit them where we've got to be quality when we can. But we'll get into that, obviously.
Yeah, in the next video. But very excited. I think that Maghoma did step up eventually. And Bella was quiet in the first half, as you said, against Reading. But I think the team now picks itself. I think we are now understanding the way Pep wants to play. His philosophy's finally coming into place. He's a very clever man. He's done his research. He's experimented, and it's paid off now. And I think that now we have found the right system with the right players. And I think as long as Gimenez gets that confidence, keeps going, I think we're on to a winner here.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So let's go into our score predictions. James, what do you think, bearing in mind that QPR have conceded quite a few?
Yeah, I think I said earlier to Chris when chatting with him and Jack that I would be disappointed if we don't win tomorrow. That might sound a bit greedy, maybe unrealistic, considering we're very tight in the league, but their defensive record gives me hope. Our home form gives me hope, and off the back of a good win away at Reading, who we're a team massively on the up. We have to win. We have to. QPR, for getting their win on Saturday, have been on a really, really poor run of form. I think we've got to be looking at a 3-1. I think we've got to. I think that we've got to go out. We've got to hit them early. We've got to try and get an early goal, disruptor, get them out.
Yeah.
Because if we score early, they've got to come out and try and break us down then, and we can hopefully catch them on the break. So, I'll go with a 3-1. I think that Alvaro will get another one. I think Mags will probably score, and maybe Jude. I think that it's a game where it could be quite open, depending on how QPR decide to come and play. If they come and sit in deep and shut up shop, then it won't be. But if they play the way that they can play, very open, then it could be an interesting game. So I'm going with 3-1. I don't know if you feel the same. I think our defence is a bit leaky as well, with the one goal conceded as well.
I think that would be fair, but I do think we can switch off. So I would probably go with a 3-2.
Okay.
Again, like against Reading, because I think that sort of game where we'll be on top, but no doubt we'll fall asleep and leak a few goals. And QPR can score those goals. Like you said earlier, 3 players have scored 25. I don't know how many we've scored all season, actually.
We haven't scored 25 all season.
So there we are. So I'm not sure we can counteract them in that place. So we need to.
I think we're on 22 for the season. I think now after Saturday.
Yeah.
22. I think it's that. We are a low scoring team.
Yeah. So we need to change that, but we concede a lot as well. So no. I'm glad we're sort of in agreement on this one. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts down below. So let us know your lineups, your score predictions, and any other talking points. Great to interact with you guys down in the comments. And please don't forget to share this on social media. Tell your friends, tell everyone. We want to be able to build this Blues little fan base here and build a little community, don't we? So it would be brilliant if you could all get involved. So thank you guys so much for watching. James, anything else from you?
No, hopefully a win on Wednesday and hopefully not too much of a battering on Saturday. But hopefully we'll see you for the match review and the match preview for the West Brom game, guys.
Keep right on.
Keep right on.